All right, hey folks. So yes, it is late again. I don't know why I wait so late to do these videos. I guess because it's kind of at the end of the day and not a lot of stuff is going on. So, um, welcome to day number 6. For me, tomorrow will be like the little weekly anniversary, which there's no such thing. But anyway, um, I've made it 6 days. I can tell you just with a few updates on the financial part of it. I started over Sunday, so I was actually able to make it past the hump to my next payday, which is like the weekly redo the money. And I brought over 20 something dollars, and I started up with 90-ish this week. I was able to do pretty good this week on the food part, because food is really the biggest issue. I spend a significant amount on gas, which I do that at least once a week anyway, so that's to be expected with all the ripping and running I be doing. So spend some money on gas, did get some good breakfast stuff, some good lunch stuff, and some good dinner stuff. So I was able to spend a good amount of money on groceries. But get this, I had those gift cards. And so grateful, so fortunate, so blessed that I held on to gift cards for like 2 or 3 years, because it is totally coming handy now. I was able to get $40 worth of grocery stuff, and that includes my cat food, because I had Target gift cards and they sell my cat's food at Target. So I was like, ooh, we're going to use this gift card for that, and we ain't even got to dip into that weekly finance. So I used the gift card for cat food. I used the gift card to get the breakfast stuff, some lunch stuff, some dinner stuff, $40 worth. I was able to get the gas that I needed for the week, and still have money left over. Now I will say that I did use that that 40 something dollars that was for grocery, because I carried over 20 something to my 25 with my 25 for this week. So I spent that 40 something dollars already, and have already dipped into the other column, which at this point from the 50, I think I only have 30 left. So I have $30 total left right now. But I mean, today is Wednesday, so tomorrow's Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, and then Sunday I'll start over. And I can tell you now, like tomorrow, I'll be traveling a good little distance, which I'll probably have to fill up on gas. So that's probably going to be the rest of my other column, being honest. And then on Friday, I'll, go to my job, but then I really won't be spending any money for real. And then Saturday, it's kind of optional, up to me. I'll probably just take the day off and relax, because again, I'm a teacher and the first days of school are rough. So I probably will just be like, we're going to chill out for the rest of the weekend. So I'll be probably staying in on Saturday anyway. So the most I'll probably spend for the rest of these days, honestly, will just be on gas to refill up the tank. And then if I need to get a little extra additional things for dinner or something. But technically, I don't really have to go out my pockets for that, because we have stuff in there. I have several cans of food. I made a wonderful soup last week just by pouring in some cans of stuff that we had in there, and it worked out magnificently. So I have pasta noodles and I have everything in there that I can come up with some stuff. I can become a cook if I need to. And then speaking of cook, so with these past couple of videos, you've seen me face the dilemmas. Okay, so yeah, the real life dilemmas for me, when you're used to being able to just pick up stuff and get it and be like, oh, well, I can't afford it with real money, let me get my credit card. Changing my mindset on that, you have to kind of learn new control of what you're doing. So with that said, I normally do get the Blue Apron subscription, but I've been skipping meals, monthly, because really they can cost up to, and it's not monthly, it's actually weekly is when the way it runs. So they'll take the money out on Tuesday and then you get the food on Saturday. It's pretty much how that works for me and how the schedule is set up. But I've been skipping weeks to accommodate for this new lifestyle that I'm trying. So Blue Apron typically costs between $45 to $70, and this is plus taxes and all, depending on how much you get. So like a normal box, if I were getting to serve 2 people, which is how many people live in my household, it'll give us 6 meals for that $70. Now 6 goes into 70 something. I mean, that's about what, $7? Let's 7 times 6. Yeah, no, I'm not counting right, am I? No, that's like 12. So I can't count. It's about $12 something a piece, if you look at it that way. So 12 times 6, yeah. So it's about 12-ish, 11 something to 12 something dollars for every meal. Now, the benefit of that is that, you know, it's quality, pretty great quality food. It's some great recipes. You know what's going in it. You know you're the one fixing it and preparing it, and it's fresh. As opposed to going out to a fast food restaurant, which, by the way, you can easily spend like $8 to $10 every single time you go to a fast food restaurant. Unless you eat at the dollar menu. Like, if you're getting the good stuff off the menu, they actually got some goodness in it. And actually, a lot of fast food don't got no goodness in it, but don't tell them I told you that. But anyway, if you're trying to get something that's like high class on the menu at these fast food restaurants, you're gonna spend every bit of $10 every time you go. So I mean, it's kind of worth it. You stay in the house, you got fresh food. So yeah. And I've been using Blue Apron for 3 years, I want to say now. And so it's a very good company. And they work with you really well. If they send something that's jacked up, they'll, you know, take off money or you know, apologize 100 times. Like, they're a really good company. They really are. And they have great recipes for the most part. But yeah, because of this budget, yes, $70 some, I just can't swing that by myself, even for 6 meals, when I know I can get, I mean, come on, I've just proved to myself that I can live off of $25. I could make a meal and live off that $25 meal for like 4 days instead of paying $70 some where I can only live off of it for 3. So I'm saying I can get like 4, 5, 6 for $20 some. $40 to get me for a whole 7, 8 days. You know what I mean? Like, I can stretch that bad boy. So we can't do Blue Apron for a good little minute. So what I have to go in and do is kind of like skip the weeks so that they won't like automatically draft it from my account. But like I said, it's a pretty good company, and hopefully once I get back on my footing, maybe once a month is what I'll look into, or maybe like once every other month. And then the other subscription that I have is with Stitch Fix. And again, they're a pretty good company. They work hard to try to style you as well. I haven't had the best of luck of all the stylists, I will say. This past stylist that I had, and this was probably about 3 weeks ago that I got a box, and she was on the nose. Like, every single thing in that box I wanted to purchase, but it was like $200 something, and I couldn't afford that, but I wanted to purchase every single thing. She hit it right on the nose. Have never had that happen. And I've been working with Stitch Fix for probably about 2 years as well, or 2 years, excuse me, not 3, but 2 years I've been working with them. So I'm gonna that's with every other month anyway, so I'm gonna kind of budget that in. So my next one won't come until like November or December. Or actually, is it September? No, it's September. It's in September. And then the next one I get is like late November or December. So it's like every other month. So I think they gave me something July. So the next one is in September. Well, I'll be getting a box. So I'll kind of budget for that.